Welcome to Sun Valley 4x4. Join us on this July adventure to the historic town of Boulder City, Idaho. Find the trail to Boulder City about 12 miles north of Ketchum, Idaho, off Highway 75. Near the start of our journey, we quickly arrive at the first cabin. This was a great place to stop, explore, and find the first signs of local history. It really is quite amazing to think that miners once called this area home, even during the winter time. Many of these cabins were built back in the early 1900s, and while most of the roofing has long since collapsed, it's pretty amazing that these buildings still have the walls standing. The Sawtooth Mountains see some pretty intense winters, yet these cabins still stand the day. Continuing on, one begins to wonder how early settlers traveled these trails with just a horse and buggy, especially during the winter. Some sections of the trail even provide some challenge for today's modern vehicles. climbing an elevation, you find more rocks, shale, and other obstacles on the trail, and they only get larger the higher you go. There are quite a few water crossings on the trail, as well as many waterfalls to check out along the way. It isn't uncommon for snow to last well into the summer months, creating some interesting views as the water rushes underneath. There are a number of dips and drop-offs on the trail like this one. Unfortunately, the camera just does not do the angles justice. Just watch how the front driver's tire gets completely stuffed into the wheel well to get somewhat of an idea on how harsh the drop-off angles are. we are getting into some of the larger boulders on the trail, where, if not careful, they could easily put a vehicle into the side of the cliff, or even worse, off the edge. While it may not seem like much on the camera, these areas of the trail are not to be taken lightly, and should proceed with caution. As we approach the final destination of the trail, Boulder City itself, we are reminded of what a magnificent area this really is. This was once a very active mining community containing nearly 80 buildings that included a post office, hotel, and even a saloon. Mining efforts have produced well over $1 million in just ore alone, but the hills were also said to contain gold and rubies. The miners would continue to work well into the late 1900s, finally shutting down in the early 1980s. Today we can still see the old dredge and processing mill, along with quite a few remains of the old cabins. Thank you for joining Sun Valley 4x4 on this adventure to Boulder City, Idaho. We're looking forward to the next adventure. Hopefully you are as well.